Welcome everyone, it's Evelyn. How are you all doing? I have two twin flame reads for you now. One from late yesterday and then another one from today. So I'm going to go ahead and get going. Let's go ahead and take a deep breath. Lots of love and blessings out to you all. I'm going to show you pictures, but someone was just sending a message. I didn't want to post her message, so so this is the main read for the first read that I did yesterday for the twin flames. Let me just clarify that a little bit more. There we go. This is the full read for that one. Okay. And then the read in front of you. First, I wanted to show you these. They fell out of the deck as I was shuffling for this read. And then this is the main read for the read in front of you from today. And then here's the full read in front of you. If you want to have a closer up view, you can take a snapshot of that and take a look. Okay. Okay. And boy, did I have a wave of I went out for a jog, and boy, I just had a wave. I ate some food and I just got really tired. So I just took a shower to rejuvenate myself. So I am feeling better, but I still feel that drain of being pulled down. So you may be feeling that as well. All right, this first read for the twin flames was cut and dealt at 1 p.m. yesterday. The SIRIAN STARSEED deck is the main deck for my read. Those are the big cards. And then at 1:40, I finished clarifying. One is the Magician, 40 is the Page of Cups. And by the way, if you watch the Trump read I did earlier, I couldn't find the Six of Cups card, which was a message in itself. But then after I finished and I was collecting the cards, I found it. It was stuck between two cards that I didn't see. And it was between the Empress and the King of Wands. And then the Six of Swords reversed was between them. So a lack of peace for the kids. It's like Trump and Melania are hiding the kids because they're worried about attacks, that kind of stuff. So that was coming up, but also having to do with the children in the tunnels that we've been, the country's been rescuing over the past year or so, or past 4 years actually. So we finished clarifying this first read at 1:40. The major arcana for this read was Solar Deity, which is the Sun, the Great Wheel, or the Wheel of Fortune, the Chariot, Strength card, Karma, which is the Judgment card, and Transition, which is the Death card. Before this read, we had Reason, which is the Emperor, Alchemy, which is Temperance, and then the Hanging Man, and Luna, of course, the Moon. We had 2 pentacles, 1 sword, and 1 wand, and the King of Wands was the only court card in this read. And he is the shaman in this deck. After the read, the Page of Pentacles and Page of Wands both came up, and the numbers, we had triple 2s in this read. That was the most significant because 2 was on the code line as well. So triple 2s in the read and then 2 on the code line. The code line was all about self-love. The other main numbers were 5 and 8 from the read. That was it. There's very few numbers. But we also had come up, so 5 and 8 are the Hierophant and the Strength card. And 5 and 8 also together are considered greased lightning, right? It's the stability and strength of the 8 with the 5, which is the, get up and go, the ignition basically. 25 is the Knight of Wands. 58 is the 4 of Swords, the connection in the 5D. The 12, in a lesser sense, these numbers came up. The 12 of the Hangman. 57 is the 3 of Swords, 78 is the 8 of Pentacles, and 89, which is for me the Phi energy of expansion and contraction, always coming back to center again. So regarding self-love, the code line here was coming up as I being 2, this human embodiment of Source being 1, someone, perhaps even the tail ends. This is coming up like the 2-person horse, right, where one person is standing up in the front and then one's in the back, right? The backup person, like the sidekick, right? They're number 2. So it's about number 2 saying, I too, this human embodiment of Source, I am also 1, someone, the tail perhaps, but the twin to the nth degree, nevertheless. So the Great Wheel, the destiny of the bridge and the chair dance. Chair dance is the 44, it's the 8 on the 3D gate, whereas the 8 flowing with the sine waves is the 5D gate of the feminine. The Great Wheel Bridge, chair dance, or lap dance of karma, the moral man, and self-love. B flat was also coming up here. Interesting, because in the second read that I did today, F7 was coming up, so the F7 chord was coming up. All right, so I too, someone, tail of number 2, so that can regard being the tail or the second or the back end of the 2-person horse, or the story of number 2, to imagine, consider, and I'm losing my voice a little bit here. I too am someone, the tail, number 2, the tale of number 2, my story, to imagine, consider, believe the poetry of the destiny and the great wheel, that I possess, have ownership of the horsepower. Armadi was coming up, which is defined as the armed reinforcement equipped to arm, load, or cock the gun. Also means distaff arm, which is part of the spinning wheel. So then Gandhi comes up again. It's a part of the spinning wheel. To excite, to stir up, and to mobilize. And that, again, has to do with the chariot, the automobile, and the car, which came up with Kaaba came up yesterday. I'm going to go into that in a second before I get into the read. To excite, to stir up, to rouse, to provoke, to furnish with weapons or mobilize, or in other words, light a flame under someone, get them moving. And carmate also comes up as the travel companion, someone to travel with. I twat. And you'd think twat has a negative meaning, but it really doesn't. The definition of twat: having a liking or affection for, enamored by, or fond or sweet on someone. So I twat with human at new moon, the truth, the reality, the fact of the human enamorment. Sweet and south, as I'm losing my voice, destined as the egg, the good half, right? The good egg, the carmate, the partner. So someone's having trouble speaking their truth here. And this can be both twins at the same time, right? I enamored with my other half, the human, the other half of my humanness, my source embodiment, at the new moon, in my truth, reality, the fact, pleasing, sweet, and south, destined egg, or good half, the good egg, the carmate, the one I want to travel with. So I too toggle up with truth and sweetness. So again, the number 2 is a big thing here, right? That the 2 has a number 1 place as well. It's about 1 and 1 really, not 1 and 2. That I too toggle up with truth and sweetness. Destined Lee, Liegh, the name may be coming up, but also that means a meadow, law, and laughing, right? Destined to be in a meadow, to deal with the law, and to have fun and laugh together. Destined laughing carmate, or energy of mate. Destined meadow, which is also a field or pasture, right? Destined field of law or laughter, which law also has to do with justice and the truth. Karma of the moral man and self-love. So the meadow equals the field. To grow, move, and thrive and prosper. My dowry, my worthiness, my deaf and dumb ox, stag, or hart, or groom was coming up, which is really funny, actually. But you notice that the ox, stag, and hart is a deer, are the deer, the colt, the horse, and the ram, which is the ox, and the groom. So it has to do with the masculine part of the 2. So I'm going to say that line again. To grow, move, and thrive and prosper, my dowry, my worthiness, my deaf and dumb ox, stag, or hart. So it's like the feminine talking about the masculine. To be able to move your tongue and speak, as I couldn't speak all through this whole line right here. To grow in expression, or stay quiet as ox, stag, hart, and groom. I too, or the twat, again, being enamored with poison, arsenic, the spinning great wheel. So again, Gandhi coming up here. bridging the 3D gate holder, which is the masculine, in karma of the moral man in self-love. So again, finding the love for themselves. I too, then TWT came up. I too resemble sulfuric acid or sulfurous acid, which is a strong acid that's oily, and a weak acid that's mild bleach. I too resemble sulfuric acid and sulfurous acid, the strong and the weak acids, the mild bleach, or arsenic, destined to go from ice to water and then to small boil, or return merchandise authorization to throw away self-love. Okay, so it's just saying that we're all human. We all have different sides of ourself, right? We have the hot, warm, and cold energies, just like the strong acid and the weak acid, right? Of being acidic or harsh with someone else, but also the ice, water, and small boil were coming up regarding being water, but sometimes cold and sometimes hot. And notice horsepower also came up earlier in the code line. So before I go on to the read, I did want to bring up the fact that Quran and the Kaaba came up. I had heard KR on in Sam the Illusionist, one of the videos, talking about the feminine light, mountain of light, as the feminine energy, right? And then Thoth being the masculine of dark, right, of the earth. So I was looking at the different spellings for KR on, and of course KR on could be KRON, which actually means crown, which would make sense. But there's many different ways it could be spelled that make a lot of sense. It's just showing you the different perspectives on things. Karion, Karion, means nucleus. Kayarian, Kayarian, means structure or coherence, which was very interesting because Darian Wynn always uses that word coherence, which means structure, bringing the parts of something together. Orion means heaven's light, right? And then Kar, Kar, is the arm lever or crank. And crank came up in a read I had just done recently, like the crank of the window. So here's coming up the car and the arm lever or the crank. The deaf, the voiceless, the cart, the car, the automobile. So think about this. We always think of an automobile, it's a car. But what is it saying? It's saying you're on automobile, right? The human a human being is able to function on their own. That's automobile. So the human chariot. Car also comes up as the penis, the cock, the deck. Ka, karma, karaoke, kam, kanji, kar, kola, kolo, karen, and kalium came up, which all have other meanings, but they were all coming up automatically when I put in the car energy, K-A-R. And of course, ka is that energy of the soul, the notion of the soul, but in Egypt, shown as the bird or thoth. Also, too, the cord, the line, the rope, the string, to bite, to break, to chip, and to rummage. The case or instance, can, be able to, the family household, turtle, dove, scissors, to raise, increase, to add, plus, a bed, a type of crow that rests in church towers and ruins, which is called the jackdaw. Jack means joker, and daw means starling. Joker and starling. And this is all from Ka, which is energy, the soul energy. And then Kaaran is Kaaran, which also means Kara, which means automobile, or in other words, self-moving. These are all have to do with the Kaaran, but also the Kaaba comes up because it's very similar energy that's coming up here. Kaaran means automobile, and it means the hip. So automobile is self-moving, and hip means fruit of the rose, the moment or being aware. And in slang, it's the drug addict. Fashionably, trendy, up-to-date, or cool. to straddle or ride, or genteel, I get on, I rise, I go up, I climb into. The fruit of the rose is the hip. The automobile is self-moving fruit of the rose, which is coming up as the human being. The Quran, Kaaran, is so close to the Kaaba because it's Kaaba. And Kaa means many things as well. Kaa means to eat. It means the car again. It means to tie, to put on, to wear the turban, to tie a string or bamboo, to build a fence or barrier in streams, to make friends. But again, this is bringing up the energy of having boundaries, right? The moat around the castle. You can eat, but you still need to digest the food, right? You still need to do the work. With Ka also comes up the crab and bull. To sit, stay, and live. The ember and then coal, which is what becomes the diamond. The charcoal. Kaar comes up as the ark, and also a car and oats, which of course horses would eat oats. So the Kaaba, of course, is the black box in Mecca, the holiest place in Islam, the cubical stone building in Mecca, Kaaba. So what was the difference between the Kaaba and the Quran, or K'aran? K'aran is to build barrier and stream, bamboo, and run, to eat and run. That two ran, right? The runner and the chaser, two ran. And also the coal run, which was coming up regarding the coal mines and the children under the ground. To make friends and run, and also the running of the bulls and crabs. And you can see the crabs running too. I don't know, we used to go down the shore all the time when I was growing up. And, you know, my brothers always used to try to sick the crabs on us when they were crabbing. So I have lots of memories of the crabs on the deck running around, trying not to let them get you, you know. So also the Mountain of Light came up, Koh-i-Noor, which is one of the largest diamonds in the world, 105.6 carats. I think it was 100. It was bigger than that. And then they cut it, so then it became 105.6 carats. And actually it's owned by the English crown, as far as I saw here. So the Kaaba, or the black box, and the Ka'ara, or the Ka'aran, is the hip, or the automobile, self-moving fruit of the rose. And the rose line is the Mary Magdalene line. So to take out the Ba from Kaaba, Ba means father or Baba in Egypt, the soul or the personality, the bird-headed figure. And also, my definitions are always from Wiktionary. That's because they have definitions for all around the world. Ba is a medieval football game, an island, come, water, egg, piggyback, steal, that which, who, where, how big, goat, water, give, oh well, the bar, measure, stocking, socks, knitting, to kiss, weather, mind, or wind, be to be common mouth, expression of surprise and or disgust. The three of Ba, second born, again number 2 coming up, some perhaps been, hot weather, grave, tomb, already owe, someone. So the Kaaba is the island unto self, the egg, piggyback, and again the 2-person horse is like piggyback. The Kaaba island unto self, the egg, piggyback, steal and give, to be second born, or in other words, number 3, because if you're the first born, you're still number 2, because number 1 is always source. So the human is never number 1, it's always number 2 or number 3, so it really doesn't matter which one you are, because everyone after that is number 2. Okay? So the grave, the tomb, and already owe, the Ka'ara and ran is then moving it along. So the Kaaba is something that's stagnant and still. However, the Ka'aran, which is coming up as that feminine light energy, is what moves it along. The Ka'a, the Kaa, is coal and eating, but without the pressure to move into something else. The Ka and the Kar are cars and the ark, but not automobile or self-moving. Auto Ka'ara or Auto Karan. The Kaaba is the ark of Thoth, of the island, the father, the expression of surprise or disgust, or in other words, the disapproval of the father, discipline and punishment. the Ark of the Covenant, the promise, the agreement, the contract, the holder of the agreement to be or not to be. And we all know there's only one who holds that contract. So then with Q's came up, Querons is to seek and to want. Quear is I am able or can. And then Queron is Quearon, I am able to, I am on. And then Cron, like I told you, is crown, but it's also crone. The crown, heads, top, corolla, to crown, to coronate. The krone, the currency of the Denmark and Norway, which references the Nordic, which is also the Pleiadians. With the C, it's the Caaro, the spider. Caar is the sheep, and on. The czar and the king. Caa is metal, bell, time, bucket, to call and to hit. And Caron is instead, fishhook, catch, snag, bow, paddler, or canoeing, in other words. The czar, the expensive, the costly, the dear. Actually, under also Charon is beloved, sweetheart. And I love it because whenever people channel, Source always calls us beloved. So this was very significant. Caron comes up as Caro, which means beloved or sweetheart. Flesh, meat, pulp of fruit, the body. So again, pulp of fruit references the fruit of the rose. The body, the wagon, the truck. And then Karos, Caros, is the heavy, steep, or stupor. And the Ka'aran, the sheep, the beloved of Christ. Caaron. Sheep, beloved of Christ. Christ's sheep. Caaron. So that was really cool. And actually, Charon, Caron, came up at 1221. So that was a confirmation as well. All right. So I digress. And the Quran was also coming up regarding this word because it's very closely related. The Muslim text that they go by. And is that in the black box? I don't know. Okay. So this reading, the first one that I did, not the one in front of you, but the first one from yesterday for today, we started out with the Two of Pentacles upright. The surrender after reason, the Emperor or Aries, and the Patient or Sagittarius with truth, to hang out with Cancer perhaps, or at night, or the truth going to Capricorn and Cancer here. The Emperor or Patient Angel, or both, or Aries Sag offers truth, laying in wait beneath the surface to Capricorn and Cancer, or to hang out at night at 303, which is the Empress and the Empress, or the Four of Wands and the Empress at home. Someone offering to someone else to hang out at night and surrender choices to the universe together, after working hard to stand your ground and be present and awake, rising above any sleeplessness or drama, after a death perhaps, or near-death experience. Clearly, the Page of Wands reversed is fighting with the Page of Cups reversed, Patient destined, Page of Pentacles reversed, and here's the parallel to the Trump reading. The Page of Wands, Page of Cups, and Page of Pentacles. There were 3 pages reversed starting off Trump's read as well. And by the way, Trump's read had the Lovers and the Two of Cups side by side. And that we've maybe had that come up once, maybe twice in the past three or 4 years that I've been doing this. So he had the Lovers and the Two of Cups side by side in his read. So fighting with these 3 pages reversed, satisfied with self, or a bit arrogant here, or gluttonous, clearly taking forever to end, the Page of Wands reversed, mixing it up with the Page of Cups reversed, which often come up as the inner children of the masculine and the feminine, or frustrated with conflict between them. Patient Angel destined, or Sag Libra, both upright, in need of help, money, or opportunity, or with a child who is, or lost an opportunity and they're happy anyway. Or the Page of Pentacles reversed is not doing well in school or at work, being schooled for talking too much. The Wizard without the curtain, right? So someone might have had their privacy taken away at work, right? Where before you had your own office and now you have to work in cubicles with other people, or without the curtain. Wizard without the curtain, or retired to the Louvre, or benched with 99 bottles of beer on the wall. Put on time out. Kids hitting the books like good little angels now, after kids couldn't figure out between themselves, asking patient Sag or Libra for help, and now both are satisfied. One perhaps in timeout, schooled by the Sphinx, Minx, or Akashic records, perhaps both of them, the father and child, have been schooled by the Sphinx, or at the nurse's office or principal's office after a fight, perhaps Scorpio reversed at fault, and the Page of Swords out spreading the word. Suffering in silence, ending a nightmare, destined to be silenced by Akashic records, or get in trouble. It's in their DNA. Now no longer confused, dumping emotional attachments that no longer serve, getting rid of bunk beds or quilt complete. Kids have now learned their lesson of being on the path, or being on the path at least, at 322, which is the Empress and the 22 of the Fool. Love yourself first, and beneath that was past life relationship. Uncomfortable, Page of Cups reversed, giving up trying to find the right words. The Knight of Wands player falling short with no follow-through. Surprised at financial drain, dependent, powerlessness, or no longer obsessing or shocked by a fire. Uncomfortable, Page of Cups reversed, perhaps in a brush fire, shocked to find, no longer superficial or surprised, they made a big purchase or fired up dinner or a meal, or child started a fire trying to cook dinner, or the Knight of Wands reversed and Sovereign reversed, are upset. Upset they were kicked out, so father could fire up with someone else in the house. Or this time, the father didn't rescue and didn't obsess about the kids. They were just doing what they would do to self-love themselves, and tell them they have to go. 338, which is the Empress and the Queen of Cups. So spiritual career came up here, 78, which is the Ten of Pentacles, and beneath it was music at 32, which is the Journeyman, the Six of Wands. So at 340, which 40 is in the Page of Cups, defenseless to energies, attacks, or no excuse, the Queen of Cups reversed is manifesting in a losing battle or ending the fight. The world is upside down, Pisces reversed, and walking away from the King of Pentacles reversed. Gemini and Virgo both upright or Pisces reversed, leaving behind the poop in the messy yard and the foot in the electric socket. The King of Pentacles reversed, leaving the fun house, or in other words, the house of horror, or house of mirrors. The Queen of Cups reversed Pisces or Virgo, and the King of Pentacles reversed Virgo or Gemini. The King of Pentacles reversed surrenders to the universe, to self-love, dumping emotional attachments that no longer serve them, and no longer confused, no longer obsessing about or over their spiritual career. After death in the Ten of Pentacles family, or just dead tired in the never-ending story. And the King of Cups upright hanging out in delays or in a heated exchange, sharing or settling out with X or new choice of path. The recent past is the Chariot reversed, broken, presenting the whole truth to the journeyman or the messenger, or the King of Pentacles reversed on the warpath, conceding to the journey. Sharing or settling out, patient angel taking one step at a time, making calls, announcements, wake-up duty, or a shout out to the Queen of Cups upright and the Queen of Pentacles reversed, perhaps a third-party connection, not manifesting, or insecure without the tools, and being Scrooge, holding on, saving, grounding, or just not letting go. The foundation here is the Two of Swords reversed, clearly receiving big love from reaping rewards, daydreaming, uncomfortable, recovering from exile here. The central energy is the solar deity reversed. New information draining here for the twins, sick, overexposed, or over-irradiated, or just low energy day. Now that's interesting because today became that for me. The Two of Cups connection, the Queen of Cups upright, and the Page of Pentacles reversed, and Queen of Pentacles reversed, and the Hermit reversed, grieving with their heads down, ignored those defensive, waiting to play games or armed with the truth. Juggling, performing, and clowning around, and challenged by the wheel, destiny, Libra, without sunshine, and the Knight of Cups moody or depressed, the Knight of Swords and Knight of Wands both reversed as well, up to no good, or a chase here. Separation, disappointment with the Ten of Cups, happy ending, and the Page of Cups reversed rejection, or Ten of Pentacles dysfunction of family, business, community, or legacy, or the spoiled child of a wealthy family, and new information about the Emperor manipulation, or insecurity or lack of tools needed, with social distancing, bad influences, or third party with no reunion, starting over, no longer sitting on the fence, the King of Pentacles and Page of Wands, both reversed, frustrated and depressed, with new love connection, surrender to the Emperor who is stunned, watching, and the Queen of Swords upright, speaking the truth to an upside-down world, or the Divine Feminine in the 5D at 419, which is the Emperor and the Sun. Now is the King of Wands reversed, with issues that's the crowning position. And we just talked about the crown of the KR on. The King of Wands reversed with issues at work, dumping a load, responsibilities, perhaps confessing in a split, lies, or BS. With the Ten of Cups reversed, end of emotional or family cycle. With the King of Pentacles reversed, ending pain or a painful ending or betrayal with secret passion or the secret out, or Pisces reversed here. Destabilized, home, move, visiting, or parties over. Opening up with new information, the Page of Swords is leaning on the truth. And the King of Cups upright is frustrated in limbo or hanging out with the Page of Wands reversed, released from prison or their own anxieties in a move or visit with an agenda being pushed upon them by the Queen of Wands reversed, grieving loss, regret, and the past, and giving up passions to detox chaos, putting it out there or putting their butt out there. Or Capricorn reversed is drained without sun and fun or vacation, on a quest to make peace with the kids, soulmate, or friend, or a negative past away from drama, blowing their top, their crown, their cover, or their mind, or an epiphany of the Grim Reaper that's no longer grim. The Emperor and the Queen of Swords watching the show that is our world. Soon here's the Eight of Wands reversed, delay after delay, not expressing true desires, weak Knight of Wands reversed, and the Knight of Swords reversed, needing the courage to start over in love with what's not working. Divorce, a break from a religion, establishment, or societal norms, any kind of tradition or establishment there, to free self from the warpath and the brokenness state of emergency, to surrender to falling for passions, risking a fall from the horse or from grace. Sagittarius, Gemini, Leo, Taurus are all reversed, Aries upright and Cancer reversed here as well. The twin flames seeing themselves as the Strength card reversed, sick and tired, or in need of courage, strength, health. Leo and or ego death, performing distraction with those rejected, moody or jealous or coming clean. And the Knight of Cups reversed behind the Queen of Swords upright, speaking her truth, and lovers holding on, saving and grounding to clean up their act or space, needing to heal and shine their light, needing to express their true desires and choose a new path. Leo reversed, Gemini upright, Aquarius reversed here. Juggling jealousies, kids, and the truth, and lovers holding on and getting away with stuff. Depression, delays, arguing about choosing a new path, right or left, and then flirt comes up. Give your relationship a chance, as well as passion for the twins. Around the twins are how they're seen as the Five of Pentacles reversed. Recovery from exile of group down below. Satisfied King of Swords at night, or with Cancer around them, or with Cancer in their chart. King of Pentacles and the Sovereign both reversed right here, which can be a father and child. Recovering or paying out, or paying dearly. So that can be a King of Pentacles and a partner, or their child, either one. Or maybe their own dependents as well. Recovering or paying out, or paying dearly, and blocked by, for the twins, karma and lotus and crown opening, chaos and bad influences and this crazy world, or third party divine feminine in the 5D world. Self-love comes up here for the twins at 448, which is the Emperor, and the Eight of Cups, walking away within. But even more so here is to make an effort. Having a meal or a meet with the Ten of Pentacles reversed, dysfunction or loss, or after death or service of a death, or some other kind of service. At 450, which is the Emperor and the Ten of Cups, that emotional fulfillment, no transition or transition done, times two perhaps, or on two timelines. The Emperor and the Queen of Swords surrender to the 5D, or to the Divine Feminine in 5D, and the Ten of Pentacles, dysfunctional family, business, or legacy, or community. Detoxing Empress, or loss of Empress or Taurus, Scorpio reversed, Capricorn reversed, Aries upright, and Pisces reversed here. A lost opportunity, or the Page of Pentacles reversed, or not learning their lesson, reaping rewards in the E-Tower. Satisfied with twin flames, and the Page of Wands reversed, frustration or lack of inspiration thereof. The Page of Pentacles reversed and the Queen of Wands surrender to illness, fighting a negative past or a difficult childhood, and finding peace in epiphanies or with Scorpio or sudden events. Or now all the drama is over, and the Page of Pentacles reversed child is in need of help, money, opportunity, reaping rewards with mother or at the E-Tower, happy with self with twin flames, choosing path, with the Page of Wands reversed, justice, divorce, or Libra, offering a new life and or help and or a proposal. Or the Page of Pentacles reversed is with the Divine Feminine, the Page of Wands reversed is with the Divine Masculine, offering help, money, and opportunity, or a new life. The Knight of Pentacles, humble, loyal servant. The Two of Pentacles upright, surrendering choices with new information or clarity, in need of courage to recover from exile and brokenness, illness, and low energy, and no sunshine. Challenged by destiny, delays, and heated exchanges. The karma of the King of Wands reversed, after death, near death, or dead tired, or in the never-ending story of the Page of Pentacles reversed, always needing help, or Scorpio, Leo reversed. The Scorpio can be upright or reversed, Leo reversed, Libra upright, Capricorn reversed, Taurus upright, Aries upright, and Pisces reversed. Perhaps one of them is just not curious or in need of an opportunity at the E-Tower, satisfied with the twin flames, or to choose path and deal with frustration of removing the mask and putting out their burning desire. The Emperor is patient with truth coming out, Capricorn and Cancer, or hanging out together, or in limbo, surrendering choices to the state of emergency, the chaos, the brokenness, or car issues, with the King of Pentacles reversed, clearly drained or sick, in need of vacation, or Leo, King of Wands reversed, is challenged by destiny or Libra, and Leo reversed, ego or death, or weak, not expressing their true feelings. Recovering from exile with judgment, karma, announcement, wake-up call, or calls after death, in need of help, or opportunists at the E-Tower, with the Page of Pentacles reversed, child, satisfied alone with self, choosing a path, or the twin flames, Page of Wands reversed, frustrations of removing the mask and the flame, the burning desire, and the Knight of Pentacles offering services at 512, which is the Hierophant and the Hanged Man. Here at the end we have Cancer reversed times 2, Leo reversed times 2, Libra upright, Aquarius upright, Scorpio reversed, and Sagittarius and Capricorn both upright here, but they also both came up reversed elsewhere in the read. All right. All right. So I'm going to give you the second read, but before I do that, I did a really quick Divine Masculine read for my Divine Masculine. It's only a page, so it's really easy to go through. So I figured I'd give it to you just in case you're resonating with my template. So this was done at 10:44, and this is just a regular read. It's not my 7-deck read, so that's why it's really quick. But 10:44 a.m. Well, actually, the read was cut and dealt at 10:50, which is the wheel and then the 10 of cups. So again, this is a specific Divine Masculine read for my masculine. So bad news, rumors, spying, lying, a child with a mouth perhaps, dumping a load, purging, overwhelmed, sweating it out, perhaps weak and coming clean, cleaning up energetic exchange in uncomfortable energies and dissatisfied while juggling, performing, and keeping their balls up in the air, the balancing act. In the recent past, the 9 of Swords, suffering in silence, stressed, lack of sleep, crying, and the foundation of the Knight of Cups, upright, offering love, the central energy of the King of Cups, reversed, emotionally unavailable, or challenged by ego, awakening, shocked out of apathy. And then the now moment here is the 2 of Cups reversed, in disconnect or at a distance, and soon is the 5 of Pentacles out in the cold, turned away in exile, destitution, injury, illness, him seeing himself as the 3 of Cups reversed, third party, with the Queen of Pentacles reversed, and blocked by the 7 of Cups, synchronicities, options, heaven in their eyes, the illusion and confusion, and then the Queen of Swords upright, speaking their truth, of the twins and the Six of Cups upright and the King of Wands reversed, perhaps the King of Pentacles reversed as well, with upside down world needing to end a cycle with the Emperor reversed, at war within, standing in their truth whether it hurts others or not, the injustice of release, unable to resist, the Page of Wands reversed, frustrated boy, surrenders to bliss, receiving offer of gold coin, new life, contentment, or time, money, and energy from divorce or break from religion establishment, or lashing out Taurus reversed, offering money for some of that, or a payoff, or repayment, or from a spiritual community, holding their tongue, or Taurus moon or rising, or lashing out, manifesting with all tools on board, choosing a new path of detoxing chaos, with the Empress upright and the Knight of Wands upright and the Page of Cups upright, all upright and empowered, taking a break, resting, meditating in 5D, on journey with good news, success, attention, leading the way through depression and arrogance, with the Queen of Wands upright and the Ten of Cups upright, and the Queen of Cups reversed, sharing or settling out, saving and grounding and holding on to what's left, fending off others, taking the high ground, impatient fallen angel, Sagittarius reversed, or no longer patient, working to align with the High Priestess, secret or psychic abilities at the workplace with lovers at 1107, which is Justice and the Chariot. At 1108 then is Justice and the Strength card. The High Priestess co-creating with lovers, and the Sovereign reverse, which can be someone who's dependent and or powerless, and the King of Pentacles reverse, making a big payment or purchase and or a payoff, or losing money and looking back, or losing money by going back, with new passion offered to the Page of Pentacles reversed, in need of help, perhaps Scorpio, or missed opportunity to transition or transform at home, in union strategizing freedom, or Sovereign reversed and King of Pentacles reversed, looking back at new growth, creativity, or inspiration offered to the Page of Pentacles reversed, in an end transition, or Scorpio child at home, implementing a plan to be free with open heart in a leap of faith. Knowing and keeping to self, healing and calling, announcements, wake-up call, or music piped in with resistance backed up with truth, ignoring their own truth of slave race magnetized by the Pied Piper. Losing mind or parent with dementia, over isolation or coming out. There is no halfway measures here. Sick, drained, crazy kids, Leo or ego in a losing battle of the Ten of Pentacles reversed, family, business, or community dysfunction and or a loss, and a bold move going where no man's gone before, destined to be schooled by Akashics and the Sphinx, the King of Swords upright at night, or with Cancer grieving and finding peace, or sad when to travel or leave them. And that could be kids going back and forth too. All right, so this is the read that I just did. That's in front of you. This one was cut and dealt at 111, the SIRIAN Starseed deck. And then at 130, which is the Magician and the 30 of the Four of Wands, I was getting F crystals again, which regard F as the phi energy, expansion and contraction of the crystals, which also is defined as being Christ-like. And the ALS also came up again. So perhaps Lou Gehrig's disease, someone might have that and be dealing with that. And ALS also means like. That's in the crystals, like Christ. All right, so we finished clarifying this read at 142, the Magician and the Two of Cups. The major arcana were Karma, which is judgment, Chariot, the higher self, which is the High Priestess, Indigo, which is the Magician. And before the read, Reason, or the Emperor, came up, and after the read, Solar Deity, or the Sun, came up. We had 3 Pentacles, 2 Cups, and 1 Wand, 3, 2, 1, jump. The Page of Wands, Page of Pentacles, and Queen of Cups came up in the read, and after the read, the King of Swords also did. The numbers in this read were all about the 88 of the dance of the masculine and feminine, both standing side by side and balanced in their own masculine and feminine. The only numbers that came up in the main read is 3, 8, and 10. And then we also had, so 38 comes up as the Queen of Cups, 8, 10, which is 0 behind 81, the end of karma. In a lesser sense, we had 23 of the King of Wands, 34 of the 8 of Wands, 3, 4, 5 is a 3D, 4D, 5D, 58 of the 4 of Swords, 89 of the Phi energy, expansion and contraction, and then the 9, 10, which is 0 backing up the 91. which is the reflection of the sun, which would be the central sun. So the code line here, there was no number on it today. It was all about manifestation and personal growth. And here's where the F7 came up. So the expansion and contraction of the key, I seek the bridge or ownership of the Page of Wands, high DNA of God, or I dig in or thrust or push into the manifestation and personal growth, or the high C. So high vitamin C is coming up here as well. But it has to do with the high DNA of Christ consciousness or God. The F7 is the energetic exchange energy. That can be the divine feminine as well. The gig, to have student of flame, drama, high C, and God. The F7 means wheelchair sport classification regarding neurological level, S1 or S2. It's also a function on the computer board. It's also personality and behavioral disorders due to brain disease, damage, or dysfunction, and the ICD-10 code. And these were coming up from Wikipedia, but also worldguitar-chord.org. Excuse me, not that. It's just guitar-chord.org. Dominant chord, F7, is F-A-C-E flat. So literally it says face flat. And I was getting game face here. The F7 is the game face. So notice submission also came up online. The notice submission form from fmcs.gov, and it also said federal mediation and ... But when I opened it, it didn't come right out to the rest of that sentence. The word HIG also came up. I thrust, push into, stick, or dig into, or hey also came up there. All right, so this read in front of you started off with the Ten of Pentacles upright. All right, so it started here with the Ten of Pentacles upright, and the read ended here up here with the Ten of Pentacles upright as well. So we literally started and ended on the same exact card. At 211, which is the High Priestess and Justice. The Ten of Pentacles, family, business, community, or legacy. And the Six of Cups, that little card that I found from yesterday, that is upright, of the children loving each other. Seeing synchronicities, choices with issues at work, in need of sunshine, vacation, unhappy, or kids do. They're dissatisfied. And again, that Six of Cups can be being nostalgic about the past, or kids getting along, the inner children, the soulmates getting along, really loving each other. It could be looking back at pictures, old pictures too. Or Leo reversed or ego reversed is being arrogant at work. After death, lovers in energetic exchange or expressing their feelings, being present to offer of a big love to unhappy Cancer reversed and Sagittarius reversed, or broke down, broke up, or broke in, or broke through, and impatient or fallen angel of the Ten of Pentacles, family, business, or community, or them losing patience, not getting their wish, no movement, no higher love, the dog's on the loose again, and 99 beers off the wall, impatient to remove shirt and tie and get this show on the road. Page of Pentacles and Page of Swords are both upright here, acting up, with the Queen of Wands under the radar, along with the Page of Cups upright. All right, so there's 3 kids here again, 2 reversed and the Page of Cups upright. The Page of Pentacles here, in need of help, money or opportunity, because they're reversed too, or a missed opportunity, or they just never learn. The Page of Swords reversed may be lying, spying, or spreading rumors or bad news, and the Queen of Wands upright in need of attention from the Page of Cups, or in need of a little love. No success between the Queen of Wands and the Page of Cups, falling off the horse, or spooked by a black cat, or cat is very selective about who they like, and they don't like the Page of Swords and the Page of Pentacles reversed. Very soon comes up here, and beneath that was stay optimistic about your love life. The Ten of Swords, betrayal or crying in pain, while the Two of Cups are humping, and the Knight of Swords no longer cracking the whip with the kids at the new moon, or holding their tongue about deception of Cancer reversed, and all business relationship not working out. Third-party betrayal connected to a couple's sex life, no longer protecting kids from the truth of this deception. The Lobster clasp broke and lost their pearl. D'Artagnan is fed up with what's not working, and lack of mirroring and good cheer, and all fours. Surrender comes up here as 91, and beneath that was music, 32. Ending battle, powerless, or with dependent. Dumping a load, a burden, or responsibilities, or confessing to the Page of Swords, or a message of entitlement and looking down and to the right. The Queen of Cups is longing for her true love in the distance up ahead. The King of Wands is looking back, and the Page of Pentacles is looking down and to the left. All looking in different directions. The King of Wands on fire, with torch in his right hand, and Jupiter on his left side behind him. Steam rising as the Page of Swords, Queen of Cups, and Page of Pentacles are all looking in different directions than him. The Page of Swords feels entitled to speak their truth. The Queen of Cups is wearing pretty dresses and cruises. And the Page of Pentacles is studious and has aspirations at 235, the High Priestess and the Wounded Warrior. And the Page of Pentacles also likes a peacock, who's quite different than them. The Page of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles, impatient with the Page of Cups, message of love, and all business relationship that's not working out in surrender, with 91 reflecting the sun. The Queen of Swords with the light, misbehaving, and the Knight of Cups offering love to the Emperor, imprisoned and healing, with the King of Cups reversed. Seeing synchronicities and choices, the Page of Wands reversed is frustrated, the Hierophant fending off others and standing up for themselves at 240, which is the High Priestess and the Page of Cups. Or Taurus or Sovereign is fending off the Page of Wands reversed, who may be getting on their nerves. At 3:50, I took a break right there to go run, but at 3:15 is the Empress and the Devil. The recent past is the Chariot reversed in state of emergency, stuck, broken, no movement in a split, divide, lie, or BS, with the King of Cups reversed, emotionally unavailable, or arrogant, or drinks, or over-emotional. The Queen of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands are free to leap away from this downturn, slow motion, or twist of fate. The Two of Cups upright in connection with the Knight of Swords and Page of Swords, both reversed. Oh boy, they'd be a handful. A lot of negative messages or kids fighting or complaining about injustices. Cancer reversed, Sag upright, and Libra reversed, perhaps two of them, and Aries upright here. An opportunity for the Ten of Pentacles in need of patience here. Inner children, soulmates, and twins loving each other. All kids here with issues, except the Page of Cups, the Knight of Wands, and the Knight of Cups. They're the only kids who are upright. The foundation is karma reversed, deliberations, poor judgment, holding back an announcement or checking out or chickening out, bored, grounding and integrating the same old, and unable to trust love that's offered, being very defensive and guarded in their truth. Holding on, saving, grounding, overworking. At 3:28, the Empress and the Two of Wands, the twin flames, or defensive about what's not working. The central energy is the Eight of Cups reversed, uncomfortable energies, with the Empress reversed and Justice reversed, or Taurus reversed and Libra reversed, with holding or playing hardball, with or from Sovereign or independent child, standing up for themselves, fending off others, like the Page of Wands reversed, and the Knight of Pentacles reversed, and the Queen of Swords reversed, and the High Priestess upright with happy family, or she is emotionally fulfilled. But that could be secret on the side. The Page of Wands reversed is frustrated, the Knight of Pentacles reversed is a stubborn mule, the Queen of Swords reversed is lying, scorned, or bitchy, and the High Priestess with secrets or psychic abilities. Sitting in uncomfortable energies and no peace or no peaceful place to go, and challenged by the Page of Wands reversed, removing their mask and dousing their flame with new information after listening to an announcement or wake-up call. Reaping rewards of depression, arrogance, or those losing hope, or Aquarius and Cancer both reversed, or state of emergency, a warpath, brokenness, stuck, or car issues. The prisoner here, those in fear, are magnetizing war, or those who run or steal from chaos. Suffering in silence, not sleeping, stressed, purging at night, or having nightmares. Impatient Sag, or fallen angel who drinks or mixes potions, is no longer refusing advances, is frustrated, unable to get inspired, aroused, or unable to understand. Ego, idea of awakening, not putting it out there, under the radar, with the Emperor upright and the upside down world, or the divine feminine in the 5D, fantasy, family, business, or community, and the Queen of Wands looking the other way towards boredom with the Empress reversed, or the Empress reversed is grounding and integrating the Queen of Wands offer of love or friendship, or the Empress reverse is just not well. Now is the Hierophant or guidance, the Queen of Cups focused on her heart, but impatient, or losing their patience, or no longer patient with fallen angel, or the Queen of Cups is giving guidance. Or Aquarius reverse is uncomfortable with Taurus or guide, with the, and that could be a counselor too, with Cancer reversed around there too, and challenged by the Page of Wands reversed, sick or bouncing off the walls, Hierophant boldly moving or traveling, or Taurus upright, Sag upright, Cancer upright, moving or visiting, Hermit or Virgo, both reversed at 346, which is the Empress and the Six of Cups. And the Hermit in Virgo is along with the Page of Pentacles, upright child. Cancer without peace and rising above. The Hierophant, marriage, religion, or establishment. Perhaps a counselor or Taurus, moving, visiting, or the party's just over with the Knight of Wands rescuing and reaping rewards under the radar lover. Hierophant on quest to come together with lovers out in the cold of the institution, the establishment, deception, or new moon or Cancer reverse connection. The Knight of Pentacles reverse, stuck or stubborn with the Emperor and dead tired with the Divine Feminine in the 5D, and the Magician reversed, insecure but no longer hangry about physical reunion, temptation of the Devil or Capricorn offering love, experiencing a lot of pain and then healing themselves. Scorpio, Gemini, and Virgo all reversed. Capricorn, Taurus, and Gemini all upright here. Physical reunion with Capricorn, Gemini, and Virgo reversed, while the Queen of Wands looks the other way toward offering to Empress reversed in lack. Soon the higher self, secret abilities, guarded and frustrated at home or in union, with new information knocking the world for a loop, or the Divine Feminine in 5D, in the never-ending story, or after death, dealing with grief or getting over grief, loss, regret, or the past. Overworking or over what's not working, the twin flames seeing themselves as the indigo reversed, or that could be their kids in their energy, without the tools and insecure in energetic exchange to help heal the grief. Breaking patterns, the facade, the act, with the Emperor present, or letting someone else take responsibility, or depending or relying on someone else to clean up the mess. New love, reconciliation, free yourself, and heart-to-heart conversations all came up for the twins here. Around the twins, or how they're seen, is the Page of Pentacles reversed in need of help, the Knight of Cups upright offering love, to weak Leo or Pet, and the Knight of Swords reversed lashing out at manipulators. One cutting down, one building up. Those weak in ego death or insecure without tools and needing help to figure out their mission, their work, their talents. The block here being the Queen of Cups upright, loving and kind, intuitive, and the King of Pentacles working hard for the King of Swords reversed and the King of Wands upright, or the Queen of Cups or the King of Swords reversed is pushed out of the group here. Manifestation, personal growth, and even more so here for the twins is relationship change. The King of Wands and Hierophant or Taurus, or affectionate with narcissistic tendencies, or with Taurus or marriage that is, at the workplace with issues and physical reunion with the Queen of Wands bored with the Empress reversed. At the workplace choosing a new path with the Hermit's guidance, the lighthouse in his harbor. The Sovereign Capricorn, or tempted by an unbalanced relationship or unfair deliberations, or checking out in uncomfortable energies, not walking away. That could be chickening out as well, not walking away. The Sovereign's overworking and drained, or dealing with kids reversed, Leo reversed, or the King of Swords reversed, awake to sudden events in an explosion, eruption, epiphany, or orgasm at 418, the Emperor and the Moon, blowing their top, their cover, their crown, or their mind, with the Ten of Pentacles, family, business, community, or legacies, dream. The Divine Masculine's heart in a loving connection on a quest for reason, or Emperor, and the Ten of Pentacles, family, business, community, or legacy, holding back an announcement, choked, not heeding the call, insecure with manifesting a proposal, with the Page of Pentacles reversed, in need of help, money or opportunity, perhaps a cosign as well. Car or broken, in uncomfortable energies and challenged by the Page of Wands reversed, higher self, and the Queen of Cups guidance and issues at work, with sovereign or sovereignty, overworked and drained, needing sunshine, and the King of Swords reversed, sudden event or suddenly awake to the Ten of Pentacles, family, business, community, or legacy, or suddenly awake to a new idea. The Ten of Pentacles broken with the Page of Pentacles, deliberating in uncomfortable energies with guidance, marriage, religion, establishment, or a Taurus, and challenged by the Page of Wands reversed. Impatient or removing the mask and dousing their fire. Indigo reversed, higher self, third party through work or with issues at work, and the Page of Pentacles reversed with the Queen of Cups with issues at work as well, and the sovereign or sovereignty not working out, it's too draining or in need of vacation, or kids reversed, Leo reversed, and King of Swords is reversed and cold, or with sudden idea or awakening that knocks him for a loop at 426, which is the Emperor and the Page of Wands. All right, so I'm just going to pull an energy card, that's it, and I'm going to let you go for today. It's already 1:01:08. Okay, and it's 7:01 on my clock. So 1:01 and 8 is two magicians and being strong, or that could be the Wheel of Fortune and a magician and being strong with the 8. So for everybody watching, the best and highest good of all those concerned, what do we need to know or learn? Let's clear all blockages to positive energy flow in all chakra layers, auric layers, grounding, and galactic cords. Across all dimensions of time, space, matter, and realities for the highest good of all those concerned, and fill that empty space with only beautiful divine love and diamond crystalline light. And so it is. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What is our takeaway from these reads, please, right now? What is the energy right now? Okay, there we go. Hostilities with the Page of Wands, which kept coming up reverse. All right, so there's some anger, hostilities that may be bubbling up. So you may be uncomfortable or tired, and that may be this manifesting, some kind of frustration coming up. And then we have the deceit. All right, so some kind of wound that's coming up regarding frustration and deceit. 25 is the Knight of Wands, and 26 is the Page of Wands. All right, two of the angriest cards in this deck. Definitely of the masculine, yes. So that's bubbling up, and then we have the Page of Cups who's upright. So I told, that's right here. The Page of Cups is upright, and here's the two kids who are reversed. And that's what this is referencing, right? The three childlike energies. The two who are pissed off, and the one that's in their light. And then someone removing their mask, the 5 of the Hierophant, and the 9 of the broken heart. Okay, so revealing their true selves, and the broken heart of the 9, the Hermit and the Hierophant, which is Virgo and Taurus. And then these are coming up as the child energies. Very interesting there. So it's definitely something bubbling up to be released. The underlying energy, though, is carrying connections of the 14. The 14, or the Temperance card, was reversed in this read, so the impatience of the one-on-one connection. And the 43, 43 was upright, of the man holding the coin, and the 3 of Cups reunion was upright in the read. So this masculine energy here, the King of Pentacles, is upright. That could very much be his energy, but this energy was coming up reversed. Okay, so the 2 of Cups is definitely upright in this read. But the 14, the patience, is reversed. So the 2 of Cups is there, but there's some impatience within this one-on-one relationship. So there is love, but there's also impatience. But the King of Pentacles is also here in physical reunion. Okay? So there's a very positive underlying energy here. However, they're then dealing with this from the read, the takeaway from today. The frustration of children, or the inner children, and then the empowerment of the child. And then removing the mask, being your true self, even if it means a broken heart. Okay, being true to yourself no matter what. Okay, so make sure you get your water, your sleep, your joy, and your nature. And be good to yourselves, guys. Let me just take a deep breath. There's a lot to say. Rise and be loved.